Who is Christ, and what does his resurrection mean to you? Is Easter merely a historical event or a transcendent experience of transformation and fulfillment that awaits each and every one of us? Much of the information for the sharing this morning comes from the book The Drama of Incarnation by Questhaven's founder, the Reverend Flower A. Newhouse, as well as the Bible. In fact, my personal belief is that the Drama of Incarnation is one of Flower's most profound writings. Holy Week is immensely important and full of possibilities. The purpose of Christ's ministry was fully realized during this momentous week, which would forever change the world. Its significance is realized through the Christing power of our own transformation to greater conscious union with God. Flower tells us the Christ revealed in Easter that the resurrection is as close as we allow our state of consciousness to be. Illumination is always nearby, waiting for each of us to lift the darkness we have placed over ourselves. And Holy Week represents this divine purpose of our lives: transformation, overcoming, and self-surrender in the giving of our total selves to God. It represents our conscious journey toward spiritual mastery, where our soul and the divine within become completely active. And each day is a precious opportunity to experience Easter's significance, to exercise and grow our spiritual abilities, to grow our faith, to overcome and draw closer to God within the sunlight of the Christ's wholeness. A useful keynote to tell yourself each morning is, this is the most important day of my life. For each day is a creative crucible of hope and possibility. And how we live and the choices we make will leave a permanent imprint on our future realizations. And that's how we can make every day our Easter, being aware of the spiritual possibilities of each moment and giving ourselves not only toward transformation, but to channeling God's loving spirit and power into our circumstances by maintaining our conscious alignment with the Christ unbrokenly. And throughout his life, and especially during Holy Week, Christ revealed all that a human soul can realize in God-conscious union, in the ability to channel the infinite powers of God that are within us all. As our elder brother and wayshower, he revealed the power of creation, the power of the Christ consciousness and faith that resides within every soul, and that awaits our discovery, our development and channeling, so that we can become representatives of his transforming life and spirit. The Christ consciousness is the creative force of infinite possibilities realized through the Christ spirit of love, which is awakened and empowered through kindness, faith, and in our Christed living each day. Flower Newhouse wrote that because Christ proved what one could channel and become, he wields the influence of a matrix or creative pattern by which all persons shall be transformed in their spiritual growth. And Holy Week offers great incentives to live within this empowerment of God, to become transformed in the unfoldment of the Christ within. Every soul is imprinted with this Christ pattern of divinity. It is the archetype for our highest potentialities, and he is the pattern of our own becoming into the fullness of God. And as such, the magnetism of his spirit draws us into spiritual experiences that have the power to change our lives at any moment.